Hey there, YouTube. This is Mr.Lubufu, and I am continuing on with my pre-release guide for you guys. This time I'm going to be doing sealed simulations. I will be putting the link so you guys can practice yourself in the description below. Anyway, this is going to be an Abzan seeded booster set, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this sealed pool and look to see what we can get from it. So for how I begin is I tend to start by sorting by rarity, so I get a gist of some of the bombs in this in that we get. So Shaman of the Great Hunt is very powerful, much like Citadel Siege, Dragon Scale General, and End Hostilities. So there's a pretty nice white base here, and if we could go red, that would be great. Now, of course, we want to try to go Abzan, and Taskier goes better in that sort of deck. So we can go, like, basically our rares are trying to guide us into white, red, black, maybe green. So let's take a look at the commons, uncommons, which is going to be like the meat of the deck. So you use the rares to get like a good feel for some colors that you will have some powerful effects in, but by no means should you be trying to force those colors. Like, I'm not going to force Mardu because I have just white, red, and black rares. So let's take a look at our uncommons now. So Abzan Beastmaster is very powerful, much like Battle Brawler. Same with Bloodfire Enforcers. Those three are pretty strong. Cloudform's good, though I don't think we want to be going into blue quite yet. It depends on the commons. We have Elite Scale Guards playable. Boomkeg's okay. Jeskai Barricade's fine. I think that we definitely want to go white, since white lets us go into a bunch of directions, gives us some pretty strong effects. Let's see what else. Yeah, it also gives us a Valorous Stance, which is one of the top uncommons of the set. So we have some things that are standing out. There's nothing insane uncommon wise. I think apart from like Beastmaster, Battle Brawler, Cloudform, and Valorous Stance are probably the top 4 uncommons that we've opened. Though there are of course other really good uncommons laying around, Wild Slash, etc. So let's take a look at our commons to get a feel for what we have. So our white commons, let's sort by color, please. When it normally comes to uncommons and the like, or like after the rares, I like to sort by common to see the sort of powerful effects. So we have some Sky Captains, which I don't think I would want to play 3. I might play 2. Feat of Resistance is very powerful, so I'd almost certainly play that. Lots of Sandstep Outcasts, which I'm not a huge fan of, because it's a 3/2 and the 2 toughness gets destroyed pretty easily. Blue has some cards, nothing particularly impressive. Black gives us a Dousing Gloom and a Hooded Assassin and a Typhoid Rats as 3 good cards, but there's really no depth in black, which is unfortunate, of course. Let's see what red gives us. It gives us Collateral Damage, which is good. 2 Bathe in Dragonfires, also pretty nice. We have Fierce Invocations, also quite strong. I think I would be tempted to go red-white. You could splash a little bit of black. Let's see if we like get some green in here instead. We have a Hunt the Weak. Formless Nurturing's okay. It's just a 3/3 for 4 basically. Whisper of the Wilds is pretty good. Probably not going green-blue, so Ethereal Ambush is out of the question. If we go, like, we can't go, if we go red, white, black, we lose Grim Contest. Harsh Sustenance is if we want to go red, white, black, or Mardu. Let's see how the mana base supports it, if at all. Now we have a Windscarred Crag. I think it's going to be a lot harder to go 3 colors in this format than it was for cons, just because you lose some of the lands. Because when you got 6 packs of cons, you could get as many as like 10 lands, which is a lot. Here you won't get nearly as many, since you're limited to 1 per pack for the Fate Reforged at best. So I think like I would want to go base 2 color, which is pretty standard. So I'd probably go white red. If we go white red, it lets us play this Enforcers, it lets us play Barricade, Wild Slash, Valorous Stance. We're playing some of the more powerful effects. Like we get 2 Bathe in Dragonfire as a collateral damage. It's pretty nice. We're just playing some dorky creatures, unfortunately, since we don't have any really powerful creatures. And then the question is, okay, do we splash anything else? Do we want to splash black for like the Harsh Sustenance, the Battle Brawler, and Task Gear? Do you want to splash green or blue for Shaman's Effect and some of the more powerful cards? Cloud Form is unfortunately, probably since it's double blue, a little hard to splash. Maybe you could go green and have like Beastmaster. You could play Ruthless Instincts if you wanted to. Is there anything else? Hunt the Weak and Whisper of the Wilds is kind of hard on the splash since it's hard to cast on turn 2, which is when you want. But you could play like a Woolly Loxodon as like a morph. That's more than valuable. Unfortunately, this simulator does not let me drag and build an actual deck, so I just have to talk tactics here. But I think that's the sort of direction I would go. I think the powerful rares guided me. I mean, it's pretty easy to say I want to go white, because apart from 3 very strong rares, we have some very strong uncommons and some pretty strong commons. So white is the direction I want to be heading. And then red gives us some other things. It could be a matter of choice. Maybe I'm overvaluing, but Shaman seems very powerful. Phoenix is also quite good. If you wanted to go white, black, and maybe splash some green, I think that's the other direction you could go with this. Going after Task Gear and like Battle Brawler. Unfortunately, the black has very few commons to give you a lot of like the meat of the deck. It has some good ones, Douse and Gloom, Typhoid Rats, Hooded Assassin, but 5 black commons total is a little bit rough, which means you'd have to go a third color to help play some of these ones. And the mana base isn't there. You've got some white blue lands, you got a white red one. Like you really don't have much to support that since you've got a lot of blue. So you might even get a free blue splash just from your lands, which is actually not that bad if we would be going the white red direction, since getting a free blue splash means the Shaman ability might be able to come into play and you could play some of the other blue cards. Anyway, that's it for this time. Thank you guys all for watching, and keep your eyes open for other episodes of this series. Thank you all for watching.